All right, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Thespian coming at you with a new one, and today we are gonna talk a little bit about DNF Duel. So, just this past weekend, DNF Duel had its second open beta, and basically, the beta was more or less the same as the very first one. It was the same characters, with the added bonus of having Ghostblade, which is the newest character that's been revealed. So, he was a lot of fun. Like, I'm still trying to find out who I really like in that game. I've been eyeing Hitman, Berserker, Ranger, but I think Ghostblade is really cool. It really brings out the inner weeb in me. I mean, this dude looks like super anime Virgil. I'm a fan of that, so he was really fun. But I just wanted to talk about my overall experience from beta number 2, basically reviewing the beta. As you know, there was a lot of hiccups with this beta, and I think the whole way people are viewing DNF Duel now has changed slightly since like the first time the game was revealed to us and from the first time the beta was released. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm basically just going to talk about my overall experience, how I feel about the overall gameplay so far, and just the way this game is gonna be launched, because this is coming out this year. It's coming out like in about 3 months, so not too far off. And let's just say the way the game is right now, it might be a hit or miss for a lot of people, including myself. So let's go ahead and jump in. But before we do, make sure to give this vid a like, share, subscribe, help support the channel, and follow me on Twitch, where we recorded this live at twitch.tv/thespianlive. So go ahead and do that, I guess. But let's go ahead and talk about DNF Duel. So DNF Duel, I actually had a really bad experience with this game. I actually did not get to play the first beta all that well. The day one came, and I mean, I was streaming it. Me and chat were mad excited about it, and like the game didn't work. And it kept not working. They gave us this dumb little versus computer mode. It was just like a pain. It was like first to one or something. And it's like, bro, please. At the same time, on like, you had KOF 15 that also had a beta and legit had online matchmaking, online lobbies, versus local versus training mode. It had so much of the game that you could actually start learning the characters right then and there. And it's like, damn, what the hell am I doing playing DNF? However, I did get to play more of it this time around, as the beta was overall better performance-wise compared to the first one, but it still suffered from a lot of technical issues. Like, the game throughout the entire weekend was just getting massive disconnects. You would just be in a game with someone and it would just disconnect mid-set. Like, you can get like 1 game, 20, like eventually it would always disconnect, and it was really bad day one. Like, we couldn't get past the first round without someone disconnecting. I tried with like so many people from the chat, so many people from Discords, like from just making a lobby online. It was a chore to play, and a lot of people stopped playing it, including myself. However, throughout the rest of the weekend, I still ended up playing it as much as I could. It did get better, but overall, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, okay, I already have to just go in balls deep, not knowing what I'm doing, and I can't even play the game because it keeps disconnecting. It's really obnoxious, but I mean, it's a beta. I can't judge it too hard, but I do have it in my head that the game is not that far off of launch. So I'm giving it a pass, but just barely. The upside about the online play is that I feel that DNF Duel might have the best netcode so far, and this is like big to be determined until the game comes out. But I was seeing some matches I would get like 150, 200 ping, and it was like fine. There was no issues. I don't know how they're reading ping. Hopefully it's as legit every other game, but there was like barely any rollback from a connection that's like 150 plus. And like, you compare another game who has really good rollback right now, Guilty Gear Strive, and once you reach that 100 mark, then you start noticing some hiccups. But with DNF, there was nothing. It was like smooth, and I was really shocked because I'm like, damn, I'm just noticing now like the ping was like 200 20, and I think there was only one time that it rolled back, and it was like the beginning of the round. So that's really impressive. Like I said, right now it's looking like it might have the best rollback connection, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But the one thing I can't excuse is it might have a good connection, but oh my god, these lobbies are so atrocious. I don't know what it is. I don't know how we can get this formula correct. Guilty Gear's like also messed up on this one really bad. Like, I hope there's like a matchmaking system, because the lobbies are not it with that game, especially with all the disconnects. It's just really not it. Overall, my online impressions were more so negative than they were positive. However, there is hope. Like I said, it's just a beta. I'm not going to be too upset about it, and this is how they're conducting it. There's only so much I can do, but well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, as far as gameplay goes, most people were already getting a feel for the game. It's like this weird mixture of like a grounded footsies type game with like a bunch of long range, full screen, like just a bunch of like screen pollution type of buttons, type of normals. Like it's really crazy, but it has this like weird pace. Like I want to describe it. It's almost at the same pace as Grand Blue Versus. However, Grand Blue Versus is basically an over glorified SF2. Like it's very footsies based. It's like just grounded. It's on the slower end, but I feel like it fits that overall style of game Grand Blue Versus went for really well. I never really complained about it. It's probably why I ended up enjoying it a lot, just because I felt like everything flowed well gameplay wise. DNF, it's weird. Like they did increase the speed of the characters, like the movement speed, but I feel like it's still at this very awkward pace. Like some characters are moving faster than others, while at the same time everything just feels off by a bit. Like I've seen people use the term loose. I don't know what that means either, but I feel like this is a stiffer game. Like I feel like there's like it's kind of on the clunkier side, and probably not a good one. Like I said, it was fun overall, but I just felt that there's some weird moments where it's just like, man, what do you do? like dude, like freaking Berserker is just pressing every button imaginable, and you're over here like freaking fat rolling trying to avoid it, but it's like, oh well, counter hit, GG's. As far as the other mechanics in the game, I didn't really feel that most people utilize them well, because how can you without training mode? Like, I didn't really even use conversion or the Baroque system that much, but I am seeing some characters already, they excel really hard. Like I mentioned Berserker earlier. He's like crazy if you use all the freaking systems that the game has. Like he almost has like an infinite block string, if you can believe it or not. But I mean, there's obviously gaps, and this is all like day zero type of stuff that might not work at launch. But like I said, this would be something that I wish could be explained better. Now, DNF did do a really good job of making videos of the game mechanics before the beta even came out, so big props to them, but a lot of people seem to forget that. And I feel like that's like one of the downsides of the way they're just marketing this game, especially for the beta pre-launch. It's like you would want to explain how the game works in the game. Like maybe not so much a training mode, but it's like, oh, here's like what this is, what that is, what this is. Like, I don't know, something like that. Because a lot of people that are playing this game, obviously big fighting game fans, but there's a large majority, and the way that I feel that they're marketing this game, large majority, this is like super casual. Okay, let's appeal for the DNF fans and get them to play their first fighting game ever. And I think information like that you would want to present to like players of just every skill level. Obviously there's some like just ignorant ass shit in this game. Like so many characters are just playing their own video game right now. Berserker is really insane. Crusader, Vanguard, Hitman, Dragon Knight, they're just like running rampant. But I feel that similar to Strive, I feel that the gaps aren't that crazy for now. Like, yeah, like Hitman might be one of the best characters in the game right now, but I don't feel like a character like Grappler is completely out of the picture. Like, I feel like everyone can contest. It might be because of the way the game is designed, like just big damage, like just obnoxious full screen normals. Like, I feel like the gaps aren't that crazy with tiers. Obviously, you have the outliers, and we'll probably keep seeing them when the game comes out. But similar to like Strive and like Melty Blood for that matter, it's not that crazy. Like, you just need a couple of tweaks, and like a lot of these characters can hang with each other. Obviously, right now, Guilty Gear is pretty questionable, but at the very beginning, it really felt like that. And you still feel it sometimes. We just need to get Daisuke to stop smoking like whatever he's smoking. Like, please. But overall, DNF Duel is looking like it's going to be a big game. Like, I've seen a lot of people have super big interest in this game. Like, you have the FGC people, the FGC creators that you know and love, yours truly. Everyone's going to buy this game. But just like how we talked about in the past, I feel that the way they're marketing this game, especially with the trailers just being eye candy, not so much like, oh, this is what this character does with this interaction, with this function, is more so it's just appealing to the fan base that it's based out of. So I feel that this game is going to be a success, don't get me wrong. However, as someone who is a big fan of fighting games and is just, you know, trying to create content, you know, share my passion for these games with you all, there's too many games. And the way that DNF is right now, it doesn't scream to me like this is a game I'm going to be playing for a long time. I'll still buy it, I'll still play it, and I'll definitely share, you know, my thoughts on the game, you know, create content over it, and just overall, you know, put the game out there. And hey, if someone likes this game, here, check this out. But I feel like this isn't really a game that's like pulling my attention. It's not like Strive or Melty or KOF, which these are games that I'm just fans of for their series that I'm automatically going to play it and play the fuck ton. But DNF as it is right now, the gameplay isn't screaming to me. It doesn't give me that like crack feeling I had when Strive first came out or when Melty first came out. So hopefully that changes. Like I said, it's just a beta. I know, like, you know, we're trying to get mad at this game. You know, I'm trying to be really mad at this game. I really hate a lot of the stuff with this game right now, but like I said, we just have to wait and see. But right now, it's definitely going to be a game that I'll check out, but who knows if I'll play long term. Like I said, I'm still looking for that character that just grabs my attention and just see how the overall gameplay will evolve once it comes out. But I think DNF Duel is going to be a pretty good game. So far from the betas, you can see it, but I feel that they have a lot of work to do. I feel like if they really want this game to succeed, they really have to hunker down, fix a lot of these stability issues, and really just listen to the community and just gauge the game, because like I said, there's a lot of ignorant stuff. I'm expecting a lot of that to be at launch, but hopefully nothing too crazy. But let me know what y'all think about DNF Duel. Did y'all play the beta? Were y'all digging the game so far? And what are your thoughts on if you're going to pick this game up or not at launch? Because I know now with a lot of discourse in the FGC, a lot of people are kind of being a bit more conscious about like how fighting games are released and how much content is released with them. But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like I said, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, help support the channel, and follow me on Twitch where we record this live. DNF, I think is gonna be a fun ass game. Hopefully there's some good ass waifus. But that's gonna be it for me. I will see y'all next one. Take care.